What's going on? Are we live here? Definitely undead. Late shove coming in. DS5, what's happening? What's up, man? Just logging in. Hopefully to finish this game of Ys. Yeah? I'll give just a little tiny bit in case anybody else wants to join in. Just for a note, we are running from original hardware MSX TurboR. So I've been playing with our live stream setup with OBS and such, trying to hammer down and get it as near perfect as possible. Hopefully my efforts will show tonight. I don't know, it could go drastically wrong. Yeah? I just want to make sure our sound is coming through the capture card. So it looks like I don't see anything crazy going on my end anyway. So it looks like we're possibly set up for this. You guys let me know in the live chat if sound or something drops. Yeah? Further note is I did escape out of those caves with no lights. And I made it back to town and I bought our herb and our ring medicine. We have a mirror, we have an amulet. I can't think of anything else we'll need. We topped off our ring power. So I think we're probably all set to go very carefully toward the final showdown here on Ys III. And after that, I think we'll do something special, as I want to show this game running on the R800 mode, or the R800 chip of our computer, because a lot of people complain that this version is too slow. I will address that, yeah? I will address all of that. In the meantime, let's catch our raft over to, what was his name, Galaban? Catch the raft over to his island and see if we can carefully Galbalon. Okay, Galbalon, I guess. Yeah. See if we can make it over. And it looks like it's the final showdown. Yeah. One criticism I would give this game, not necessarily a criticism, but in the last few stages, like the castle and now this cave system and stuff, having to face multiple bosses in these locations with no recourse to heal or do anything else other than getting back out of the locations, going back to Redmont, the village, or whatever, that's sort of I'll give that as a criticism. That's sort of annoying. Yeah? Just in my eyes, that's sort of annoying. But this is early Japanese RPG territory here. Not super early, but still formative years. Okie dokie, what I'm going to do here, and we're going to do quite often up until we get to where we're going, is keeping our saves best I can remember. As we dive down into this dungeon, there's going to be 2 shafts, I believe, and on the second shaft we need to try to land to the left. But the big thing is going to be is try to take as little damage as possible as we wander through here. So it's going to be very careful. Is this the shaft? That looks like an elevator. Yeah, I'm sort of confused now. There goes the elevator down. Yeah, so is this the shaft we want? If so, we're going to try to hang to the left wall, but I think it was on the second shaft that we needed to do that. Let's check here, though. We did hang to the left wall. It's quite possibly, if it's this shaft, we'll be in good luck here. We'll be progressing faster. Okay, so now we're to another shaft. Okay, that shaft just didn't go anywhere. Okay, that was unfortunately that was a dead end. And we took some damage falling into that dead end, which isn't fun. We'll heal ourselves back up, and as we go along, we'll build a little bit more ring power up from... Oh boy, what happened to our video? That was odd. Now we're looking for the shaft again. This game's giving us the shaft. We'll try to fall to the left. That's not going to matter so much. So it's the next shaft. Oh boy. Okay, I believe it's this one. And we have to be ready for an enemy as soon as basically we land. Yep. This is the one. We hope. We're just taking it slow and easy. We made one mistake going to that dead end and taking that damage. And we can't afford a whole lot of that going on with this last boss, from what I can tell. He seems pretty tough. Yes, we're on the right path. We've made it to the first boss's room that we defeated. Now I'm trying to watch the video and the sound as best I can. Wait, what is that? Why is he back? Oh, come on, it's not gonna let us get past this guy? Jeez Louise, why has this game gotta be this way? Is this serious? That this boss respawns if we leave this place? Oh boy. That's terrible. I mean, it's absolutely... Who came up with the idea for this? That's, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little disappointing. They really wanted to jam it to us on this this last part of the stage, I guess. So we're going to avoid all the enemy fire we can. Couldn't avoid that one though, could we? Where is this guy? This was a problem I had with this enemy. Is that we can't find him. Just a few more hits on this guy. Okay. Oh, they were being mean to us on this level. But we did save the herb. But notice how we got 0 healing after killing that boss. That's terrible. Not gonna lie, that's terrible. Why would they do that to us? Why would they do that to us at all? Yeah, we've seen this before. think our picture does look better, but I'm worried about the stutter that we had earlier. Yeah? There must be a balance somewhere with this. Between picture quality and stability. Yeah, we know. We already know. I wonder if we can save right here. No. No. We're gonna get this guy. I've got a little bit of a strategy. Here, we just got to, we've got a little bit of a strategy. So, before we go in here, let's go ahead and heal up as much as we can. At least I think I've got the strategy here. Let's go ahead and get our amulet ready. What we're going to try to do is use the amulet up to get him down as much as we can. And then we're going to switch over and start attacking with our sword and have our herb ready for a re-heal. And hope that we can get by him. Yeah. Maybe I'll regret it, but let's pop a save right here. Maybe I'll regret it. We might need the ring for something else. I don't know. But as much of this cutscene as we can cut down, why don't we? Because we're probably going to be coming back if the strategy doesn't work. Then I don't know what I'm going to do if it has a second form. This boss. Too bad there's not a place for us to save right here. I'm trying. Oh, we can save right there. Okie dokie. So, my main goal is going to be getting out of the way of him at first and just popping this amulet as much as we can. Yeah, let him get down here. There we go. We got one hit on him. Is that it? Okay, the amulet's used up. Now it's time just to go into battle and watch our health as carefully as possible. This is when I need somebody in the Discord channel or somebody here with me to scream, heal, heal! Because it's really hard to look. Oh no! That did massive damage. Ah! We're getting there, guys. We're trying to get there, I swear. Worst Ys player ever. Yeah, I can already hear it. Okay. This guy does massive damage when he has the band of light going through his hands. Yeah. Okay. Escape over here just for a second. Oh boy, this is nerve-wracking. Alright, he's about to do the light thing. Yeah, we already know. Oh geez, what's that? Jump, Adol, jump! Jump, Adol, jump! One more, Adol, one more! Ow! Did we do it? Please, no second part to this guy. We got nothing in the bank for a second part on this guy. Please heal us. We don't want to fight Chester now. Oh, geez. Give us a herb. Give us a potion, something. Oh, we're gonna fight her? To be gone forever. Maybe he should sink it once we're off this island, yeah? Apparently this part of the game doesn't have music or anything. I can't see that I'm sad to see the island go. At least we got our health back, yeah? I'm not running around with no armor and no weapons. Come on. What are they trying to pull here? Oh, right. You might want to rethink that. Every time Adol leaves and goes somewhere, it's not a great story. Wherever he goes, great evil arises, yeah? My favorite character of the game. Gardner. Oh, like he was a huge help all this time, huh? Adol ain't playing that mess with him. Don't get hung up over some broad. Let's go. Oh boy. Alright, I think we're gonna get some cutscenes. There's Chester, right? We're just reliving the memories. Everybody's happy now? I don't know. Adol doesn't look so confident in that shot. Oh boy. Adol's gonna get hung up over the broad. Oh, put me to sleep. Show us something interesting. So that's it. This is the credits. The credits are rolling. Yeah. What can I say about Ys III? The MSX version has proven to be my favorite. Yeah, the only other version I'm familiar with, there's two versions I'm familiar with. One is the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16 CD version, and the other is the Super Nintendo version. And while, yeah, technically, graphically and such, they're superior versions, not too much over what the MSX has to offer. That's the thing about the MSX, is it's an 8-bit computer, but it doesn't lack, I won't say that the graphics and sound and stuff are too far behind the 16-bit ports of this game. Of course, the PC Engine CD version has CD audio and such, but that was one thing. It was the other versions, the music just didn't feel classic fantasy. You know, it sort of had like a hard rocking soundtrack to it. It just, I don't know, the music was out of place. But then the speed of the game, that it was much faster. To me, it felt like, because I went back and I played the Super Nintendo version stuff a little bit here, behind the scenes. And it felt, I don't know, the speed of the game, it felt less strategic, less, I don't know how to describe it. It was too fast, yeah? And I don't know, it just felt out of place. The MSX version, yeah, it's a slow version of the game. We're going to say that it's got some slowdown in the game. But I felt like I could use strategy and carefully timed blows more to my advantage in the slower paced version of Ys III, if that makes sense to you. I'm just waiting for the credits to go by to see if we see anything else. Make sure there's not a way to speed up the credits. Yeah, the people complain about the MSX version being slower than the other versions of the Ys game. But I will say, for me, the slowness is actually a positive thing. You know, it felt like I was more involved in the game, like I said, timing blows and such. Another thing is the other ports of the game are much easier than this MSX version that I've seen. The Famicom or NES port of this, well, no NES port of it, but Famicom, the original Nintendo, the PC Engine, and the Super Nintendo, leveling up and all those kind of things were made much easier, but because enemies just continually respawn as you kill them, basically. So you could sit somewhere and get to, especially the first part of the game, it was really brutal. But you could sit somewhere in the caves or whatever with the other versions of the game and just hold the attack button down, and the enemies would just keep respawning over and over and over right into your attacks. And it essentially just makes it an easier game, in my opinion. So the MSX, yeah, it's slower, but I like the slowness, and it definitely offers more of a challenge than the other versions of Ys III that I've seen. Yeah. It's little nuances like that you see people reviewing video games and stuff, and they might look at a video game for 5 minutes or whatever, and they'll quickly judge a video game. They don't pick up on the nuances so much, to where you can easily just dismiss the MSX version. It's slow. Yeah? Like I said. And what we'll do as soon as these credits are over is the MSX version originally is the game we just played. But we can also play it utilizing our TurboR R800 chip, and it's just as fast, if not faster, than all other ports of this game. You guys will see, it's insanity mode of how fast the game actually is. So that tells me a lot behind the original programmers, is that for the MSX, the speed that it runs at isn't so much on the MSX being a slow computer. It's more so of what they wanted the overall design of the game to be. Yeah, they designed it to the capabilities of the computer for sure, but they definitely could have built a much faster game out of this if they had wanted to. Because when did this come out? I don't know, I think 89, 90? If it's 90, the TurboR was out. If it was 89, there were still MSX models that had faster processors in them, like the Panasonic, what is it, the A1 WSX, etc., where you could play in 7 megahertz mode instead of 3, etc. So they could have definitely built the game around some of those specs, and it'd been a much faster game. I don't know, am I ranting on now? Come on with these credits. They could have definitely sped these credits up. They wanted us to admire the ADOL art. And like I said, just proving the pudding with that piece of art on the screen. The MSX with 8-bit graphics. The 8-bit graphics of the MSX, I think it's because of the maturity of the 8-bit generation. They weren't far from their 16-bit counterparts. Come on, let this be the last parts of the credits so we can make sure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy. But Falcom did a masterpiece. The Ys trilogy. It's the first time I've actually played through the entire Ys trilogy. I know we'll have to do number 1 for our thing. I think I got a working version of that now, fully working. But on our member section, we played through 1 up until the last boss. The game had a game-ending bug there with one of the items you had to have. But as far as playing through the Ys games in a serious attempt to play them, I have to say that I'm in love with the Ys trilogy, yeah? It just scratches that itch for great 8-bit RPG adventure games. It scratches that itch for nostalgia, but also giving me something new to play. So if I can get one working here, we'll come back and we'll play the first game. I'm not sure which one is actually my favorite. I tend toward the gameplay of Ys 1, where it has more of an open world, non-linear design. But Ys 3 was quite good, even though that end boss was frustrating that they respawned the end boss on us. Who we got in the live chat? No one tonight? That's all right. So I'm going to guess that's the end of the story here. Yeah? So why don't we just demonstrate Ys being played at a high speed on MSX via the R800 chip. Let me go into the settings here. In case anybody's using an MSX with a Carnivore 2 Plus card or whatever, and you need the setup here to get Ys to run, this is the setup here. But let me go over here to CPU mode. We want to go to current. Possibly. I may need to turn the memory mapper off. Let's try that again. The MSX is literally an exploration of experiments to get games to work sometimes. Come on, we're not going to push you too hard, my old MSX friend. We're not going to push you too hard. Let's turn off the memory mapper. There we go. And you can go back and compare this screen when we played before, and you'll see that this is moving around 3 times as fast than what we're used to seeing. And what we're going to do is we're going to load a different user disk that had some cheats or something applied to it that we didn't use before. Where it starts us off with full experience and full health. Now you can see just us running at the full speed. And also why I didn't want to play the game at full speed, you'll see. So let's go over here with our stuff, and we'll actually play. As you can see, it does suffer a little bit from running at this speed. Like the character sprites look a little strange, but you know, look how ridiculous it is to swing your sword. But this is basically the speed of like the Super Nintendo version. It's ridiculous. Maybe not that fast. Let's see if we can even make it out the door here. There we go. And we'll run over to the first dungeon and just mess about a little bit at full speed so you can get a feel for it. Oh boy, you just touched the controller, Adolf takes off. Okay. I'm not a traveler, I'm an alien! But look at the speed on this game. This is why I didn't care for like the Super Nintendo version back in the day. Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on really. And the speed was just crazy. But for the MSX users that possibly want to play Ys III, and they want more of a more speed in their game, there's definitely this option. But we're speeding like a bullet around here, comparatively. It's funny how fast we can progress. Those jumping caterpillars. That might have been my favorite part of the game when those when all those jumping caterpillars came down. There's old Chester the first time we saw him. Yeah. Shoot over here and take a look at the first boss of the game. Get out of my way. I don't know if we can even make it up there. He's so hard to control at this speed. There we go. I mean, look at that. The screen can barely keep up with us. The fastest swordsman in the West. So yeah, like I said, if you gotta have ease at full speed, the MSX has got you. Maybe faster than any other version. We could have used this cheat disc and with this speed, we could have flown through this game, yeah? A single playthrough. It'll be interesting to see how the capture card did at this speed. With how fast the graphic modes are changing. So here's one of the levels that had massive slowdown, and we can see it's pretty slow here. Remember when we messed up when we had to climb this stage? Oh my goodness. I just want to see the caterpillars fall again. Here they come. Where's the last one? There he is. Jeez, I can't even get to the door. There we go. Jeez. Oh, there goes the graphics card. Yeah, I'm trying to catch it. Yeah. But I'm not going to bore you anymore. We've already played this. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to be able to see this going at full speed. How long are we in here for? A little over an hour? Yeah. If anybody's got any questions or anything, I'll take them real quick before I sign off. If not, I'll be checking into Ys 1 as something that we will play next. If not that, you guys, I don't know, we might do a poll or something, but there's the MSX offers a ton of role-playing game experiences. It offers a ton of them. I don't know, maybe after this we could go give Ys, we do Ys 1, maybe we'll go Ys crazy. We could give Ys 4 and 5 on the Super Nintendo a look. Yeah, well, I'm going to be signing off. I appreciate everybody joining us for the playthrough of Ys 3, Wanderers of Ys, and I'll see you guys next time, probably with some Ys goodness. Until then, take care. Behave yourselves, and if you can't be good, be good at it.